back to the Lunch Break Show. Again, I am Josh in studio. With me, as always, Anna and Matt. And we're here talking today with Chris with Helping Hands for Single Moms. Chris, how's it going today?
Oh, it's a great day, Josh. Good to be here.
One of the things I love about this organization is this organization focuses on single moms, and their sole purpose is helping them get an education. Now, is that GED and college, or mainly college?
It's college, and they need to have at least one semester in school because we provide about $5,000 a year in assistance. Mm-hmm. And so we want to find the mom who's proven she can go to college, and it's still not easy, but that will help her finish.
It's one of those things that, you're right, because you see people that just like want to try something, and I like that added level of like, hey, if you put in the work, we'll come back on the other end and help you out, finish out your goal. Because you're right, going to college for me when you're 21 and you only have yourself to worry about, it was still difficult, but it was definitely manageable. I can't imagine now that I have a 15-month-old son trying to go back to school now with all of the time requirements. If I'm not here, I'm actively at home taking care of him. Then once he's in bed, there's the meal next day to prepare for. There's the cleaning up. There's the organizing to getting ready for the next day. I couldn't imagine the workload of then having to also study and prepare for courses.
Yes, and most of our moms are working part-time. I remember one time calling a mom at 9 o'clock at night, returning a call. And when we got done with the conversation, I said, well, I better let you go. I'm sure you've got to finish out your night. I'm sure you're ready to go to bed. And she said, what? I said, I'm going to bed. It's 9 o'clock at night. She said, oh, no, this is when I do my homework. I'll be up to 12 or 1 before I go to bed. And that day I just realized the efforts they put in to go to college.
Yeah, it's one of those deals. And so, and one of the things that I thought about when we were talking about this program is you see a lot of programs that are great, and they help out both families and that have financial needs, or they help out certain kids who come from low income homes. One of the things about your program is that you're focusing on the moms because you know that when those moms get a college education, it's a ripple effect for their kids.
Absolutely. We feel like the mom is the best mentor you can put into the kid's life because they get to sit and watch their mom walk through the process of success. They get to see how she put in the effort, prioritizing education, and they get to see the difference when she graduates and she's a nurse and she's pulling in $65,000 a year, and they go buy a home and they can get a car, they can take vacations. That kid has a good demonstration of the value of an education.
Yeah.
Right. I was really curious to find out what kind of profile, what are the kind of moms that come and graduate? Like what kind of program besides having to do that semester?
The average age of a mom in our program is around 29 years old. And the reason is it's a competitive scholarship. And we look for the moms. They're all in poverty. They have to be within 150% of the poverty guidelines. But we have to look and say, who can best succeed with our help? And usually it's not, we do have some moms that are 21 and 22 years old, but a lot of times a mom that age has a 1-year-old and she's still trying to adjust to just having a child, let alone college. But the average age is about 29 and around 2 kids per mom. So they're, but the thing that we look for is a mom who's super dedicated. She doesn't see any other alternative other than getting an education to move ahead in life. And that's the kind of mom we look for.
Okay. And are these moms, how can I say this, based in DFW? Do they come from different parts of the country? Where are they coming from?
All of our scholarships have to be geographically located, limited, because we run what's called a single mom college community where the moms get together and interact and network and talk about school. And so they have to be within driving distance of one of those. So yes, we're here. Of course, we began in Phoenix, and we have 70 moms out there. And out here in Dallas, we're starting a program here in January, and it will be for Dallas counties and Collins County also, just as long as they can drive to a central location.
And that's one of the deals, you're talking about, you're just starting your Dallas location. So you have Arizona up and going, and it's running with the Dallas location. Part of the reason why we had you on the show today was talking about the event you have coming up September 20th. Would you mind telling me a little bit about that event?
Absolutely. Over the years, we've connected so well with professional athletes. And in Phoenix, it's been that way, and it started this way in Dallas also. And on September 20th at the American Airlines Center in the concourse, we are holding the My Mom, My Hero with Harrison Barnes. And Harrison Barnes is one of the basketball stars with the Dallas Mavericks. And he's going to be there with his mom. They're going to be on the stage with a mic between them talking about, she was a single mom, talking about their lives together when he was young and the difficulties they faced and how she sacrificed and loved him and mentored him. And so we're going to have a mom from Phoenix, one of our graduates will be there. We're going to have a mom from our Dallas program. And so we will have a panel later on in the show with Sint Marshall, who's the CEO of the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, wow.
Sint is going to be the moderator of that panel. And so we're going to talk about single moms and understanding what the challenges they face in life and also what Helping Hands for Single Moms can provide for them.
Yeah, thinking about that, my mom grew up with a single mom. My mom grew up and my grandmother, her husband passed away when, she was like 3, I think. And she, back then she had to do everything herself. She quit her job and she, I guess, lived either. I don't know if they even have government assistance back then, back when my mom was growing up, but she found a way to survive. And she talks about like at Christmas time, and I always thought she was kind of like making it up, like, hey, like don't be so childish when you're talking around Christmas time. But for Christmas, they would get like a piece of fruit or something like that, and talking about like the hardships that they had to endure because of the lack of opportunity. So it's so great. There's organizations like you out there that are opening up their hearts and opening up their the possibilities for moms to develop and to grow. I really appreciate that, Chris.
You bet. And that event is going to be a very inspirational night. Everybody that comes, I think, is going to walk away feeling inspired about the stories that they're hearing from Harrison's mom and all. And so I want to encourage people to come out. We've made it affordable, just $25 a ticket.
That's
we
great,
do have food, so we're taking a loss, but we want to introduce Helping Hands for Single Moms to Dallas on that night. So we encourage people to go to our website, which is just our name, helpinghandsforsinglemoms.org, and sign up and come down that evening and be blessed.
Yeah, it's one of those deals. Even if maybe you can't go, but pass it along, share it online, post through social media. It's one of those deals you want to help out. You guys do such a great thing. I'm glad that it's coming to Dallas, and I can't wait for it to spread all throughout the United States. Chris, thanks for taking the time and coming out and joining us. We're gonna come right back on the Lunch Break Show. Again, I am Josh, Anna, and Zach. We'll be right back after this.